Just how good or crazy can we get with infused bourbon? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. We have 4 jars in front of us, 2 bottles of bourbon, and some materials that we are going to be putting inside of these jars to let sit for a little while and see what happens to the bourbons. Jar number 1 is going to get apples and cinnamon. We're going to try and make something taste a little bit more fall time with those apples and the cinnamon. We're going to see just exactly what happens with slices of apples and cinnamon sticks directly in a jar with straight bourbon. Bottle number 2 is going to be one a little bit interesting. We're going to do watermelon Sour Patch Kids and see just what exactly comes about. Does the Sour Patch Kids make it too sour, or does it add a little sweetness in there? And we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Bottle number 3 is going to get peanuts, just straight unsalted roasted peanuts. Now, a lot of people, they find peanuts inside bourbon, that peanut note, and we're going to see just how much actual peanuts change the bourbon. And for jar number 3, I hate these things. I absolutely hate them. The only way I like them is fried. But that's going to go to dill pickles. That's going to be number 4. It's going to be a weird one. I know. There's pickleback shots and everything. I'm not looking forward to that. We're going to find out if I end up hating bourbon or loving pickles. That's how that jar is going to go. But without further ado, let's get these jars set up. So jar number 1 is going to get the apples and cinnamon. I'm thinking I'm going to put 2 cinnamon sticks. Actually, you know what? We might go 3. They're a little bit smaller. We'll go 3 cinnamon sticks, and this entire apple, I'm going to slice it up real quick, though. There's apples. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5 slices because I'll eat this one. But we're going to go in with Old Forester 100 Proof, one of my absolute go-to bourbons. And these are going to sit for about 4 days with the bourbon inside of there. So let's go ahead and pour this up. There we go. All right. Apples and cinnamon are covered. All right. Jar number 2, guys. This one is going to get the Sour Patch Kids. Now, I really wonder if these are going to dissolve inside the bourbon or if they're going to possibly expand. So there's 2 options that they can do. They can expand or they can dissolve. And I'm really interested to see what exactly the alcohol itself is going to do to them. But put those down the bottom. I don't want to put all of them. I think I'm going to do the Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. The Old Forester 100 Proof is already one of the sweeter bourbons that I actually love. And this Evan Williams Bottled in Bond, I love it, but it's not like super sweet. So I wonder if these are going to like change the effect of this bottle. So let's see. We've got our Watermelon Sour Patch Bourbon. That's number 2. Jar number 3, gonna go in with the unsalted, dry roasted peanuts. Really, really interested to see what happens here. These are just roasted peanuts. I'm gonna fill her up about a quarter of the way up there, and we're gonna go in with our Old Forester. We've got the peanuts. Peanuts are done. Last but not least, the one I am not looking forward to whatsoever, but I think is going to be very, very interesting and entertaining, is the pickles. Oh, God. How do people eat these? I have absolutely no idea. That is disgusting. That is gross. I don't want any extra juice. 1, 2, 3. I'm only going in with 3, no more than that. And we're going to go back in with the Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. This is going to be another one that I really find interesting. Are the pickles going to change the bourbon, or is the bourbon going to change the pickles? But here we go, guys. We've got bourbons and pickles. We've got bourbon and peanut. We've got bourbon and watermelon Sour Patch. And we've got bourbon with apples and cinnamon. This is going to be interesting. I will see you guys when these are all set in a couple of days. Well, it's been 5 days since we poured these into their respected jars. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to open these up and see what has happened to this bourbon, if it's any good. These are very interesting. Apples and cinnamon, I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic, but we're going to have to find out. This right here is the watermelon Sour Patch Kids. They've turned white. I was expecting two things to happen. One, they dissolved completely, or two, they expanded like crazy. Well, only one thing has happened. They've turned white. And we're going to find out just how bad this tastes. I don't know. Number 3 here, the peanuts. They themselves have kind of expanded as well. Very, very interesting looking. And we're going to see what this guy tastes like too. And last but not least, pickles. I am not looking forward to this whatsoever. I think I'm going to gag and yak. But this is what we're all here for, is to find out what exactly happened to bourbon with pickles in it. But without further ado, let's open up some apples and cinnamon infused bourbon. Oh, wow. There we go. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is a complete game changer. Oh my God, I think we did the Old Forester 100 proof in this. And oh my goodness, this smells like a true apple pie. This is a true apple pie in a glass. It smells so, so good. I hope it tastes just as good. Let's get into the palate. Wow. That is killer. Holy cow, that is absolutely fantastic. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Apples and cinnamon this is so good. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. It's complex. It has a very, very interesting mouthfeel where it's a little gritty. There's no particles in this whatsoever, but it's a little gritty going over your tongue. But the flavor, it's obviously cinnamon, it's obviously apple, but there's so much more complexity to it. It is like a true baked apple pie in a glass. You're getting that clove, you're getting that nutmeg, you're getting that star anise, you're getting the brown sugar, you're getting the crust. The crust is what's really putting me over the edge here, because you are actually tasting that buttery, flaky dough. And oh my God, guys, that is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I wish I saved that for last. But this right here, apples and cinnamon, that is insanely good. Let's get into the Sour Patch Kids. Actually, it doesn't smell bad at all, to be completely honest with you. As you guys can see, that's a little cloudy. That's a little cloudy. I'm sure this is going to be overly sweet. There's going to be a little sourness to it. But on the nose, it smells like Sour Patch Kids and bourbon. It's two different flavors in one. It smells like a watermelon. There's a lot of watermelon in there. There's a little strawberry too, which is interesting. But it has that weirdness to it. Not quite sure about that, but let's find out what the taste is like. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I could have probably just used like 2 Sour Patch Kids in that. Oh my God. It's like a cordial or a liqueur. Oh, it would be like an interesting mixer. But by itself, that is just overly sweet, guys. Holy cow. No. Sour Patches and bourbon, no go. But what about peanuts and bourbon? This is going to be interesting. Wow, that just smells like straight peanut butter. That is straight peanut butter. As you guys can see, that is also very cloudy. But on the nose, there is absolutely no bourbon whatsoever. This smells like Jiffy peanut butter or Skippy peanut butter. Smells a little like death. There's a little death in there too. But it's got a sweet peanut butter nose. A sweet peanut buttery deathy nose, if that makes any sense. But let's find out what this tastes like. That's very pleasant. It's dry. There's peanuts, obviously. But it's thick, it's viscous, it's oily. And I think it's because of all the oils that got extracted from the peanuts themselves into this liquid. And as you can see on the sides there it's oily. It's thick. It's holding on to the edges of that glass. And I think if you wanted to step up your game from like Screwball or the other peanut butter style whiskeys, grab yourself a bottle of bourbon, throw some peanuts in there, and have yourself a true 100 proof whiskey. A true 100 proof peanut butter whiskey, because this right here is actually really good. I'm very surprised at these two so far. We have one more, guys. We have one more rancid, raunchy, disgusting thing to get through. I am not looking forward to this. I hate pickles. But I thought, hey, maybe I'll like pickles and bourbon. Ugh. What was I thinking? Oh my god, it smells awful. Oh my god. That is gonna make me gag. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's green. The juice is green. Oh no. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not cutting this so that you guys can't think that I didn't do it, because I'm going to do it right now. It's awful. It's rancid on the nose, guys. And it is. I'm scared. I'm grabbing this right away. I'm grabbing this right away. Whew. Count that with me, guys. 3, 2, 1. It's so salty. Oh my god. Apples and cinnamon, please. Mm. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ever do that to yourself. I did it for you, so you never have to do it. That was disgusting. Let me tell you, don't ever ruin your bourbon with pickles. I'm never doing that again. I'm only going to be doing fun stuff from now on. Pickles was not fun. That was just for, God, who knows. But at the end of the day, these two right here, peanuts and apples and cinnamon, go a long way with bourbon. And I think that if you wanted to make your own home cocktails, these two right here are go-tos. This was a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below if you want to see me put some other interesting things inside bourbon and let it sit for a little bit so you don't have to, and I'll go through and see what it tastes like for you. But until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers!